What do self-driving cars, Snapchat filters, killer drones, and oppressive government surveillance all have in common? They're all powered by artificial intelligence. But what is this technology? Why is it important? And how will it affect our future? Let's start with the first question. What is artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence can be defined as the theory and development of computer systems able to perform tasks that normally require human intelligence, such as visual perception, speech recognition, decision-making, and translation between languages. Most people use artificial intelligence in one form or another on a daily basis, whether it's voice recognition and speech synthesis in Siri, browsing your Facebook's feed, a Google search, or those eerily specific advertisements targeted directly at you based on only basic information and browsing habits on the internet. All these technologies implement some form of artificial intelligence. So what's the big deal? Well, while it's true that the majority of these technologies are harmless, there are also many examples of AI being misused. In a decade where alternative facts and fake news are on the rise, the ability to discern who's telling the truth is becoming increasingly difficult. Computers are becoming increasingly good at creating fake content. If I were to ask you which of the following images is computer generated, which would you pick? Did you guess this one? Trick question. They were all generated by a computer. None of these humans actually exist, and neither do all these. Researchers at NVIDIA were able to generate these fake photos by training an algorithm on millions of photos of celebrities to teach the computer what a human looks like. And while this example may only be mildly unsettling or even fascinating, take a look at the following video.
We're entering an era in which our enemies can make it look like anyone is saying anything at any point in time. Like Jordan Peele. This is a dangerous time. Moving forward, we need to be more vigilant with what we trust from the internet.
In this video, Jordan Peele is able to make it look like Obama is saying whatever he wants. The software takes in audio and matches it to face shapes, which are then imposed onto the original video. The same method the researchers used could hypothetically be used on anyone. In fact, there are many instances of individuals being targeted online by using same or similar methods in order to create fake pornographic or otherwise harassing videos of them. Another example of this technology's misuse is in China. Imagine having your every move, interaction, phone call, text, and transaction monitored and stored. Then imagine someone taking that information along with your race, age, and religious beliefs to create a score representing how trustworthy you are. This sounds like something straight out of science fiction, but in parts of China, systems like this are already being implemented. In Shenzhen, China, cameras covering nearly every inch of the city equipped with advanced facial recognition technology are tracking citizens' every move. In Shenzhen, citizens are divided into just 3 categories: trustworthy, neutral, and untrustworthy. Citizens of Muslim descent are placed into the category of neutral by default, while citizens of Chinese descent are automatically placed into the trustworthy category. Then, an algorithm uses this information along with daily habits to update citizens' categories. The government uses these categories to stop citizens at police checkpoints placed at nearly every block throughout the city without any crime even being committed. Citizens who are considered untrustworthy, who so much as break curfew, are placed into education camps. An escapee of the state refers to these camps as concentration camps, of which China holds an estimated 1 million people. But perhaps the least obvious threat of AI is, what happens when we create a machine that is more intelligent than we are? In a TED Talk by neuroscientist Sam Harris, he explores this scenario and makes an analogy to humans' relationship with ants. The argument is that humans don't hate ants. We don't go out of our way to cause them harm, and in general we would go out of our way to avoid harming them. But if we need to build something and an ant colony is in the way, well, we wouldn't hesitate to destroy the ant colony. Perhaps a better analogy would be, just look at how humans treat our closest relatives, primates. Sam Harris is not alone in expressing his concern about artificial intelligence. Elon Musk and Stephen Hawking have both been very vocal about their opinion on artificial intelligence. Stephen Hawking is quoting as saying, the development of full artificial intelligence could spell the end of the human race. The issue is that the slightest deviation between our goals and the AI's goals could result in catastrophic consequences. So, what can we do? Well, in order to make sure all companies are playing by the same rules and that ethics come before profits, it is essential that the US government and other world governments begin implementing regulations. You can write your representatives and tell them you want artificial intelligence to be regulated, or you can simply stop using services from companies like Facebook and Alibaba that have shown a disregard for safety when it comes to the development of artificial intelligence.